All the panels, they are on now. All the panels are on. We've completed the installation of the panels, of the wall panels, the timber frame. As you can see, all the panels are on now. We've got all the sides of the house on panels. So there is a lot of progress. Like what we've been saying on YouTube to our clients who watch us on YouTube, that the only holdback was the concrete floor. And once we had moved from the concrete floor and completed it, we are now on a very good pedestal, and we are now being able to move with speed and efficiency, making sure that everything is done proper. Yes, so this is what we are doing. Quality workmanship as always, and you can see that the floor was done perfectly. The floor is perfectly on level, because if it was not, then you should have seen the panels. They are the ones that will tell you, because the panels are measured and made to the same size. The front is usually 2.7 meters, the back is 2.4 to give a flow of 300 for water throws at the back there, where there will be a gutter running into the downpipe. Perhaps we align our gutter into this drainage so that it can also throw into the same drainage that the plumbing is throwing right to the main one in front. Or else, if they want to do water harvest, they can have a tank on the side of the house there at the back, and then direct the gutters to the tanks. Especially these days, it's a good idea where people are going off-grid in all aspects of life. You can harvest your water, and that water can be used for gardening. There is going to be a garden in front for lawn and landscaping that will be done here, flowers and so on. It can also be used for flushing the toilets if there is a situation of water crisis like we experienced 4 or 5 years ago in Cape Town, where we are going on day 0. So tanks are very important. It helps to harvest water and perhaps purify it when need be, or if there's any need. But back to the frames. These are the frames. They've been done. What is left now is those trusses to be anchored on top. The partitions, as you can see, they are also in, or just installed now. So the bedrooms, they've been partitioned. You can see the bedroom partition with the space of the door, and then they are busy with the second partition there. That is the second bedroom partition. In between, that is the kitchen and sitting room, and the bathroom, it has got its own partition because it's going outside. You see, it's only the door frame that will be installed there. So this is the back of the house. This is the back. So this is what we are doing here. For our viewers on YouTube, this is the drain going down to the main hall, and this is our trusses. We make our own trusses. We make our own trusses. The reason why we made the lower trusses, not the higher trusses, is that this house is already way above the ground, right? And also, you don't want it to be a very big structure that can obstruct the wall neighbors, because these areas is about views. Once you block other people's views, like all those neighbors, it becomes a problem. You can actually see a lot of clients neighbors rather complaining and taking actions. So it ensures that those people in that window there, they will still continue to enjoy the mountain views, because we've got mountains here. Those are the views that the people need to see. Right. Yeah, so this is what we are doing. The structure is taking shape. We have decided to redirect our ramp. We're going to demolish that wall there, and it's coming on the corner, right on the corner of the house. It's going to follow the foundation wall right to the entrance there. That's what we are doing with the ramp, so that we have got a retaining wall already, which is the foundation wall, and then we'll just build another wall on 1 meter, which will be the wall of the ramp, which then the ramp will turn on the corner, and then will come through here right to the front, so that when the wheelchair is being pushed, it's on the concrete passage that we are going to build here. A walkway. Yeah, but this one is mainly for the wheelchair, and other people will be using it to access this property here, or this structure, or this building if you want. So this is where we are. We're moving with speed and efficiency. It's not only about speed, but quality as well. I'm right in the drain now, so that I can show all the viewers the next stage that we are doing now is the stage of making sure that we anchor the trusses. We are now going to be anchoring the trusses. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 trusses. 15 trusses. We use South African Bureau of Standards approved timber and aggregates. By the aggregates, we mean the stone, the blocks, the sand. All these aggregates are approved by the South African Bureau of Standards, SABS. The South African approved Bureau of Standards, SABS timber, we use the right thickness of timber, 114 by 38. We also have 152s, the beams for the roof, because we have to make the roof very solid. Just to show you, this is approved timber, SABS approved. This is the stamp for SABS. So all the timber here is approved timber. No shortcut was used. Untreated timber at all on our sites, especially if there are houses that are on approved plan. We make sure that everything is treated. The ones that are not on approved plan, we also use treated timber. The ones that a client just decide to say, okay guys, build for me, we also use treated timber. However, we have got what we call budget Nutec houses, where the client perhaps doesn't have a lot of funds, but they still want a Nutec house. On that one, we built using untreated timber, and we can either stain it with stainer to treat it on site, because we are on-site operation, or we can treat it with the linseed oil, which is the same because it then becomes treated. So you can also buy untreated and treat it on the site, but this is mostly for projects that are not on approved plans. On approved plans, projects such as these ones, it's strictly industrial treated timber, the one that has been treated at the factories or by the sawmill. So we adhere to those standards. We do not compromise at all, because we are inspected by the city council. At times we are inspected by the structural engineers. We always make sure that we follow the standards. as they are set, or else we wouldn't get past, which we don't want. We always want to have that certificate of occupation presented to the client. And so some may ask, what is the purpose of treating the timber when we have this treated timber, which is very expensive, but which is the same timber that is used in brick houses, isn't it? There is no difference, because we cannot compromise the structure just because it's a Nutec. So the treated timber helps in preventing the termites and all the elements from gnawing on the timber. And when they gnaw on the timber, or to put it in simple terms, when they eat through the timber, the structural integrity is compromised, because the timber will be rotting. That's where you get the rotten timber. It's caused by all those elements, and then the structure will collapse. Hence I said that the structural integrity will be compromised. But when it's treated, they don't like to gnaw on the treated timber. They don't like to eat through the treated timber. That smell from the treated timber and whatever that they put there irritates them a lot, because they like the untreated, which they can just eat through. Yeah, this involves also all the elements that are found on the ground or within the soil surrounding the structure. Yeah. So we have got about 3 teams on this project. The 2 gentlemen there, they are carpenters, and then the other one on top with the cap also is a carpenter, and the other one right on the corner there is also a carpenter. So we've got 4 carpenters, and then each carpenter we give 1 assistant. That's how we run our teams. So it involves well coordinated planning, thought processes, and proper project management. Each person has got a task that he carries, assisted by an assistant. So there is no speed that doesn't ensure quality. Where speed ensures quality is where you have teams divided like they are, because all those people, they know what they are doing, assisted by semi-skilled carpenters, assistants. So they know exactly what they are doing on each and every point, which means that we are working at speed, but in the direction of quality. So we even know each and every day what we are doing. For example, today we should be installing those, anchoring those trusses, and tomorrow we should clad this house, and on Wednesday we should be roofing this house. So the roof sheets should be on. So each and every stage is well planned and thought of. It's a process that is done in advance. For example, on Thursday we will have plumber starting to lay the pipes and working inside, because there will be a roof there. On Thursday as well we should be installing the windows and doors. On Thursday as well, electrician should be also wiring this house from the existing brick to the outside structure, which is this one. On Friday we should be laying our insulation and starting the board lining the ceiling. In between Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, we will also knock the OSB boards. Friday, Saturday, we should be doing the board lining and ceiling. Monday next week, we should be also finishing up on our ceilings. The schemers should be in from Friday as well, following on the areas where the carpenters would have done the walls scheming. Saturday and finishing on Monday. The painters should be starting next week on Wednesday, Thursday until Friday. Same with the bathroom tiler. On Saturday, it will be the day where we do all our finishing touches, including the topping, which is a one-day job of the topping. In between, the ramp would have been done between today and between tomorrow and Saturday, and also this ramp passage, the walkway for the wheelchair. So realistically speaking, next week on Friday, latest Saturday, we should be presenting this house to the owner. I'll have to check what the date will be. If today is 20 Monday, it follows that on Sunday is 27, right? 20, 21 is Tuesday, 22 is Wednesday, 23 is Thursday, 24 is Friday, 25 is Saturday, 26 is Sunday, 27 is Monday, 28 is Tuesday, 29 is Wednesday, 30 is Thursday. We are in the month of March, so there's 31 will be Friday. So exactly on 31 March 2023, we'll be giving this project to the client. The keys would have finished here. We mentioned from the beginning of our videos that it won't be an April's Fool's Day to say that on 1 will be complete. It's a Saturday on 1. We'll be having time with our families resting. 31st of March, we're handing over this project, fully completed, ready to move in. The mother of the client will be living in this house as of from perhaps 7 April, 8 April, after the Easters, because they will have to do their own tiling, laminated flooring, and some final touches that they are doing. So thank you to the YouTube family, our nearly 120 subscribers. This video has been made for you today, Monday 20. We managed to come to work regardless of the challenges that are going on throughout the country, so we appreciate that. However, this is what we've been doing here. In a space of less than 4 hours, we are here already. So it just goes to show that whatever I've been saying, that the foundation is mostly the biggest challenge of our work. We took 2 weeks, which is the 2 weeks which we should have completed this house. It did not been the foundation. We could have completed here, because normally we have just 1 block to maximum 2 of foundation, but because we're in the mountain, we've got 9 blocks foundation, very high foundation. As you can see, the trusses, they are now being raised, so I'll hold on a bit so that you can also see the trusses being anchored. I was supposed to stop the video now, but it's also important that I can show you the trusses being raised. I'm going to do the second video, which is the part 2 video of the trusses. As you can see, the first truss is sitting there, and the guys are lifting the second truss. So see you.